expose wounds in order to repair them. You clean them out in order to repair them. You make them bleed. Truth is what heals. And if truth is not spoken, healing doesn't happen. And it is time to tell the truth. People have been suppressed, subdued, subjugated, and treated second-rated as if they don't have sense and they don't have reasoning. And this nation is one of the most intelligent nations in the world. Our doctors, our professionals are the most intelligent around the nation of the world. Nigerians and Nigeria people have the highest rate of PhDs in America of any ethnic group apart from maybe Americans themselves. And it is time for us to sit up and say these things must be corrected and do the right thing, and we do the right thing on time so that Jehovah can hear us and answer our prayers. As for every protest going on, two wrongs don't make a right. Protests are encouraged to be very peaceful, very calm. No destruction of lives, no destruction of properties in any form. Let life not flow because there is abnormality in the land. And we believe that the Lord will help us. God bless you. And I know you will not remain the same. Share this link with your friends and let
Good morning, good afternoon, welcome to the program today. And of course, you are watching Voice.
Good evening, Biafras. You are watching live on Voice of Biafra 97.5 FM, live on Enter Biafra channel 1 and 2, live on all autopiloted IPOB social media platform, and of course, on this day, the 11th day of August 2022. And we have come to continue from where we stopped yesterday. I want you people to understand what we are talking about. That Biafra is exiting Nigeria in 2023. And of course, we continue with the charter, Biafra charter, to take you to that journey. And then after that, we go to question and answer. Before I go into today's program, I want to, draw your attention to what is happening a few minutes ago on Twitter. On Twitter, we have called on Senator Shehu Sani to educate us on what he knew about the Abuja Declaration of 1989, which we have given a very, objective analysis and teaching to show you that what you see happening in Nigeria today from this Pastor Enenche is the total implementation of the Abuja Declaration of 1989. That is what Enenche is talking about. So we called on Senator Sani, and he avoided the question. Later on, Senator Sani came and he responded. Senator Sani finally responded to our question. But what will shock you is that Senator Sani, Shehu Sani, responded by posting the link to the Abuja Declaration, of which we have actually used for our lecture. So I have come to bring to you how Senator Shehu Sani responded to our question today, just a few minutes ago. As you are looking at it, here is our Twitter handle. So, because we have asked that question, he avoided it. And when you look at it, we say, so that is how Governor Shehu Sani disappeared and vanished after the question about 1989 Abuja Declaration. Our fresh-looking Shehu Sani is still reading comment and refused to educate us. Please tell him that sharing his knowledge is love. We must show, and he must show us this love. After that, believe me, Nigerians and Biafrans took to this Twitter and started calling on Senator Shehu. So Senator Shehu finally responded to that particular question. And he said, there is a lot of fish in Finland. After hot fish pepper soup, Bro Ekpa will not let us rest. Shehu thought that we are eating only fish in Finland. Anyway, so I didn't allow Shehu to rest. I told him, Shehu, Governor Shehu, I have been ambushed by intelligent Nigerians and Biafrans to lecture them on 1989 Abuja Declaration. I only seek your knowledge. Please educate us the impact on the present Nigeria. And the Senator Shehu Sani responded by posting Abuja Declaration of 1989 found in Wikipedia. So what Senator Shehu Sani did here is that everything I have said is correct. So he has no other knowledge add to what we have been telling you today. Senator Shehu Sani agreed because everything in this particular Abuja Declaration in Wikipedia is what I have been teaching you while we are living in Nigeria. Okay? Do you people see it? So he posted it here and I responded, of course, as usual. I clapped for him for being a man. Finally, Governor Shehu Sani posted link to the Abuja Declaration, which is not different from what we know. Governor Shehu Sani, do you agree? Do you agree with this declaration? Both this is supposed to be both the original content and the edited content. And of course, you don't need to wait for him to respond to that. So what he did here is a vindication, to confirm that there is no any other hidden knowledge of this Abuja Declaration than what we already told you, Nigerians, those who are Nigerians, and of course, our Biafra people. There is order. There is no other knowledge anywhere. Now, if we go to click on the Abuja Declaration, it opens up. And you are going to read it. You are going to be reading this declaration, Abuja Declaration. Of course, this is picture. If you go there, it is the thing we have been teaching you that our governor, Senator Shehu Sani, some people are asking, why am I calling him a governor? That is a story for another day. So, I want you to understand that Shehu Sani have actually vindicated us because there is no any other hidden agenda to the fact that Abuja Declaration is real. Now, I want you now to again listen to the impact this Abuja Declaration has done to Nigeria and the reason why we're living.
You have President Northwest Muslim. You have Senate President Northeast Muslim.
Senate President Muslim. President Muslim. It is the agenda of Abuja Declaration.
You have INEC Chairperson Northwest Muslim.
INEC Chairperson Muslim. It does not matter which region the person comes from, so long as the person is a Muslim.
Speaker of the House of Representatives, Southwest Muslim.
It does not matter where the person comes from in Nigeria, so long as the person belongs to the Muslim religion. That is the agenda of the Abuja Declaration.
You have Chief of Air Staff, Northeast Muslim.
Chief of Air Staff, it does not matter which of the region he comes from, for the fact that he's a Muslim. It is the agenda of Abuja Declaration.
Minister of Defense, Muslim North.
Minister of Defense is a Muslim. It does not matter which region he comes from. It is Abuja Declaration, the agenda.
Chief of Army Staff, Northeast Muslim.
Chief of Army Staff, it doesn't matter where he comes from. What matters is that he is a Muslim. That is the Abuja Declaration.
Inspector General of Police, not Central Muslim.
Inspector General of Police, it doesn't matter where he comes from. What matters is the Abuja Declaration. The agenda is to make Inspector General of Police a Muslim.
National Security Advisor, Northeast Muslim.
It doesn't matter where it comes from. Somebody said the senator audio cracked me. I need to listen to the audio if there is any audio.
Director, National Intelligence Agency, Muslim North, Director.
National Intelligence Agency, Muslim. It does not matter which region of Nigeria that particular director comes from. For the fact that he's a Muslim, That is the agenda of the Abuja Declaration.
General SSS, Northwest Muslim.
The SSS is Muslim. It doesn't matter which region of Nigeria he come from. Abuja Declaration did not specifically say region, but recognize a Muslim.
Controller General of Immigration, Northwest Muslim.
Controller General of Immigration, it does not matter which region he come from, but what the Abuja Declaration wants is that the person must be Muslim.
Controller General of Customs, not Muslim.
Controller General of Customs, Abuja Declaration wants that a Muslim occupy the office. It does not matter which region the person comes from.
Controller General of Civil Defense, Muslim not.
In 1989, they want every parastatal to be occupied by Muslims, and today in 2022, they have achieved it.
Controller General of Immigration, Prison Service, Muslim. Controller.
They have succeeded in implementing almost 100% of the Abuja Declaration of 1989, which is for Muslims to take over the vital and the sensitive position in Nigeria.
General of Customs, not Muslim. Controller General of Civil Defense, Muslim not. Controller General of Nigeria Immigration, Prison Service, Muslim. Acting Chairman of EFCC, not Muslim.
Chairman of EFCC, Muslim. The Abuja Declaration agenda is to make sure that Muslims take over a sensitive position, and today they have achieved it.
Chief Justice of the Federation, not Muslim.
Chief Justice of the Federation is a Muslim. What they want to do with the Abuja Declaration is to make sure that the Chief Justice of the Federation is a Muslim. In 2022, they have achieved it.
Code of Conduct Head, Muslim, not East.
Code of Conduct Head, Muslim. The agenda in 1989 was that at a point, the Code of Conduct or whatever, any sensitive position will be taken over by Muslim. Today, in 2022, they have achieved it.
Managing Director, Port Authority, Northwest Muslim.
Managing Director, Port Authority is a Muslim. The agenda of this Abuja Declaration in 1989 is that at some point in time, the Managing Director of Port Authority will become Muslim. And today, they have achieved it.
Nimasa, not Muslim.
Nimasa, the agenda is that a parastatal or a sector of economy called Nimasa, at some point in time, will be taken over by Muslim. But in 1989, today, they have achieved it.
NNPC Managing Director, not East Muslim.
NNPC, our own oil, at a point in time, the agenda is that Abuja Declaration make it possible that all of them, by as a particular point in time, they are going to take over the oil, become the managing director of the NNPC. In 2022, they have achieved it.
Minister of Education, not East Muslim.
Minister for Education, which is the powerhouse of Nigeria. Education is the powerhouse of any country, have been taken over by Muslim. It was the original plan of the Abuja Declaration of 1989. In 2022, they have achieved it.
National University Commission, Northwest Muslim.
National University Commission, Northwest Muslim. It does not matter the region you come from. Abuja Declaration made it possible that they have to fight to make sure that Muslims occupy sensitive position. In 2022, they have achieved it.
JAMB, Southwest Muslim.
JAMB is also headed by Muslim. In 1989, they said they have to make sure they take over sensitive in Nigeria. In 2022, they have achieved it.
And so on and so forth.
And so on and so forth, meaning that there are many, many, many more sensitive positions that the Muslims have taken over. Just in compilation of this Abuja Declaration, in making sure that Abuja Declaration, they follow it with bomber to bomber. The question now is, you that is shouting election in 2023, do you think that these people will allow you to destroy what they have planned, the mechanism they have put in place for years? Do you know how many years it took them to be where they are today? Do you know how many years it took them for Muslims to take over the entire position that you are just hearing from Pastor Enenche? Do you know? You think you can just come or, 2023, vote, let us go, and then they will allow you to destroy it? You are a fool. If you think that what you just hear from Enenche is going to be reversed by any corrupt Obi, by any incompetent Obi, by Obi that could not even build infrastructure, that Obi that employed Fulani, 6 commissioner of police during Obi tenure were all Fulani. Obi could not even employ any Southerner to become his ADC. And some people are talking. Or is it Atiku? Is it Atiku that is going to change it? Is it Tinubu that is already a compilation of the Islamic agenda? So who is going to change it? Is it Obi, who also have a Muslim as a running mate from Mauritania? So what exactly is wrong with you? They have gone far. It is only us that will stop and destroy them. It is only Biafrans that will stop them and destroy them in 2023. So how are you going to solve them? How are you going to make sure that all these positions you just heard from Enenche that have been occupied by Muslims in implementation of the Abuja Declaration of 1989, how are you going to truncate that? You can't. Now, I want you to listen.
You can keep on going on and on. Someone has said that the top 20 positions in NNPC is occupied from the same region as well.
You hear that? The top 20 position in the NNPC is occupied by Muslims from that northern region. That is the implementation of the Abuja Declaration of 1989. And that is why we are going to fight them. Fight them. Even with our teeth, we're going to fight them to make sure we break away from Nigeria totally.
What comes to mind is there is no intelligent person and no qualified person from any other part of the country.
You see? And this is the stupidity of these pastors. He don't understand that the problem he is explaining and wondering, why is it that no other qualified person from the other region? He don't understand there is something called Abuja Declaration of 1989. Tell Pastor Enenche to teach it in his church. Tell Pastor Enenche to preach so that he will not look stupid in the eye of Biafrans. So that if Pastor Enenche is really serious and not sycophant like all of them, Pastor Enenche should tell and stop pretending as if the appointment was based on the fact that they see nobody is qualified from the other region. No. If Pastor Enenche is ignorant of this, somebody in his church should send this broadcast to him to watch. Watch this particular session. Tell Pastor Enenche the reason why nobody is heading this position is because they are implementing the Abuja 89 Abuja Declaration. And today, they have succeeded to some extent. They have succeeded. And Pastor Enenche is here crying. Pastor Enenche is here telling you, oh, there nobody is qualified. Is it that nobody is qualified? Because these pastors knows the truth. They live in denial. They deceive their congregation. Pastor Enenche, if he is ignorant of Abuja Declaration of 1989, it's a different thing. But I believe with his knowledge, he cannot claim to be ignorant of it. So why is he not teaching about it? Why is he not telling his congregation where this thing is coming from? Why is he not telling the world that Nigeria today has implemented the Abuja Declaration almost 90%? Because what else is left? Everything. Everything is gone. Now listen to him.
There is no intelligent security person, no intelligent job person, no intelligent bureau person, no intelligent magavu person, no intelligent thief person, no intelligent doma person, no intelligent igala person, no intelligent ibira person, no intelligent ibibio person.
All these things he is mentioning, yet he pretends not to know where it is coming from. He pretends not to know that they gathered in Abuja. The primary purpose of gathering in Abuja is to make sure that Muslims occupy every sensitive position, not only in Nigeria, in the entire Africa. That was the gathering in Abuja. And they made a declaration, which is done by many people. So I was expecting Senator Shehu to say that he has a different opinion about the Abuja Declaration, but yet he copied the Wikipedia of Abuja Declaration and sent as a response to that. You understand? And let us continue. And those of you who are very good in correcting congregation or whatever you call it, you are here to correct. You can't make any impact. You can't even come public to teach people. You can't even speak in public. But here, somebody is there, congregation, my lawyer. As if I bring you now on the program to speak English, you are going to speak very fluently. You can't. Some of you are idiotic, very stupid people that burn their energy on irrelevant things that doesn't matter. Whether it is pronounced congregation, what impact does it make? Did you not understand what I'm saying? Some of you are just, you can never be anything in your life. Never. You can never be anything in your life. You are not there. You are neither here nor there. In your community, you will be correcting somebody and somebody is leading you. In your community, if they say, come and solve problem, you don't have solution to it. It's a correction of a spoken word, a solution to problem. You can't solve any problem. You can't bring idea of your own. You cannot, that congregation is somebody's that invented it. Somebody brought the word. What is your impact in global community? What is your impact in your society, in your community? You have no impact. The only thing you do is to copy, cram every other person's work. You have no, you have no contribution, nothing. You are just a useless person. Anybody come here to correct how to pronounce word, you are a useless person. You have your own contribution. You don't contribute anything to your community. You do not contribute anything into society. You just live by others, by other people's work. You live. You are here listening to how I am tearing your brain apart. And at the end of the day, I will bring it together so you can reason like a human being. And then he's here, say he will tell me. He's still here. He can't even go to open YouTube of his own. Open YouTube. This man called, what is the name again? Go and open YouTube and let people come and watch you, how you pronounce the word. As a Queen Elizabeth, younger brother. Okay? As Queen Elizabeth younger brother, you can go and open YouTube, let people come and watch you to make sense with your correct spelling and pronunciation. Anyway, that's a distraction. All right. So we continue. I want you to listen.
No intelligent person, no intelligent person.
You see, he is there correcting how to pronounce congregation while Fulani has taken over Nigeria. Upon all his English language, he could not occupy any position, not even in his community. The place they drag position is in IPOB. That is the only, where they have power is IPOB. Once it comes to IPOB, because they know that the people in this movement before were all illiterate. All of them piloting the affair were all illiterate. Yet, they could not occupy the position of positions in IPOB with their English. They allow illiterate to pilot affairs of IPOB till now. these are the disgraceful people that we have. They will sit by the corner, allow illiterate to be broadcasting for IPOB. They can't use, the knowledge they have to come and broadcast for IPOB. They allow illiterate people who cannot even pronounce it. They are broadcasting for, and they are watching them all. They'll be watching them. They give them title, barristers, professors, and they are listening to them. Illiteracy is a disease. And these people that are correcting pronunciation have never contributed anything meaningful in the movement. They allow Nick and Poop to be broadcasting for them, representing them, creating image for them. I want you to go and pay attention from the time we joined this struggle. Before we joined Biafra struggle, they call you tout. They call you motopark people. They call you hungry people. They say you are jobless. But immediately we join. Have you had anybody calling you tout? Are you hearing them calling you jobless people? No. Are you hearing them calling you jobless again? Because they know we are not jobless. All of you then are jobless. You are all jobless. You are all illiterate. Because even if you are working, nobody will believe you are working. Nobody will believe. All of you are just we're just in Biafra struggle as a career. You find a new career. Okay? Miscreant. Thank you very much, Chris Amy. They called a miscreant. Thank you very much. Are you hearing the Nigerian people addressing you as miscreant again? No. If you hear them, when last did you hear them address you as miscreant? When last? Because who is going to look at me and call me a miscreant? Oh yeah, which Fulani or which politician in Nigeria is going to look at me today and call me miscreant? Well, so we have come to change this narrative. We have changed it. We change the narrative, and somebody is here correcting congregation, and congregation is his problem. All right, let us continue and listen to NNC.
No intelligent Asian person, no intelligent BB person, no intelligent person from no other part of the country that can be in any of those sensitive positions, except people from one region and one religion. And people are meant to be forced to exist in peace under that kind of upside down, highly nepotistic, clanistic situation. That is absolutely impossible. If it was a child cleared, if it was a mentality bank.
Now, let us not go into that again, but look at it. It is coming from Abuja Declaration. So I do not know whether Senator Shehu have actually, because you know how they do. They will just do ba ba ba, and so Senator Shehu have actually, one thing about this Senator Shehu is that sometimes all of them will know who they are. We know who they are. So there is no different Abuja Declaration other than the one we have actually used to teach you and have analyzed it objectively. Now, I want you to understand one thing. Some video came today. Let me see if I can bring the video. Some people sent some video that Fulani were killing people in Anambra. They kill people in Anambra. And so, what is going on? This and that. I was like, wow, really? They kill somebody in Anambra? They say yes. So let us hear them. But one thing that surprises me is that they killed this person. Ask yourself, what did the person go to do where Fulani ambushed them? What was he doing? He went to buy Nama. He went to buy nama. Anwe Findausa to buy cow. After I was so, when I was watching how they butchered him and they were carrying him, I was feeling sad. I was feeling sad until I hear that they want to buy cow. And the people that kill them are the people that want to buy cow from. Not only that, the people that are selling cow observe and watch how they kill them. So after watching that, I told the person that sent the video to me, did you notice that they want to buy they want to buy cow? They want to buy, probably they want to buy black market cow, stolen cow, who knows? Because I do not understand. They want to buy cow, and they met their, the people that own the cow. So you are expecting me to come and start shouting, oh, they killed Biafra. Oh, Biafra has been killed. Oh, I am not going to even utter a word other than what I'm saying now. We have warned them to stop patronizing the killers. The money you use to buy the cow is the money you use to sponsor the jihad in our land. You patronize them. You buy the cow. You fund them. You fund the jihad. You fund the terrorism. They use it to buy arms and come to kill you. So we have been preaching stop eating cow since 2019. Today, somebody go to buy cow, they kill him. And people are worried. Oh, Fulani is killing people. Fulani is killing people. Let them continue to go to buy the cow. I will not make speech on this particular incident. After this one I'm doing now, you can never hear nothing from me. Because it is the worst death. You better, and that person may be even a Biafran. You better die as, in fact, this is the worst death. It is even worse than dying as one Nigeria. You and one Nigeria is the same thing. Your own is worse. Because how can you, at this time, at this perilous time we are, you are going to buy cow from Fulani? Ngwano, tabani anono. You are going to eat the cow. Tell them to go and eat the cow. They can bury cow inside put cow inside the grave and bury it. On a gigano. So I want you people to listen to this. On a gigano. All the Igbo, you know when you people know how we have changed this whole thing. How meat eaters. And the reason why I'm going to play this is that for others, fundosa nature. So that where you have Igbo everywhere, Igbo cow. You know when we started this preaching. When I started, I was telling them that those who are using Efiausa, this nama, to do juju, or to do sacrifice to oracle, your oracle is no longer working. It has become, important. I am telling you, all of you that have used this nama to do sacrifice to your oracle, don't go and start gallivanting, thinking that you have power. Your power is gone. I am telling you the fact. Completely. Don't go go and do what you know. If you are not a bad person, if you think that after using Efiausa to be doing sacrifice for many years now, people will come, you will slaughter cow, some of them when we see them on social media, The Efia Hausa is everywhere. And I this one gave me cow. That one bring cow. Efia Hausa, the Efia Hausa is everywhere. They think they still have power. They don't have power. The power is gone. The only power they have is power here and with the kitchen. Nothing. That power is gone. Power to invoke anything to help people to do something is gone. I am telling you the fact. It is gone. And they don't know. They are still thinking, some of them are still gallivanting. The only power they have is in the power of the spirit is gone. I am telling you the fact. This is what I'm telling you. Some of them will be thinking that they still have the spirit is still following them. They will go somewhere and and they are gone. You don't use Efia Hausa to do juju or to do sacrifice, you know. And some of you that are realizing it, they are changing. When I preached about it some time ago, now I see some of them, they are using Efibo. You know, I've been seeing changes. So if you know that you're a traditionalist and you have been using Efia Hausa to do juju or do your sacrifice and do, my brother, Ike Gapuona, the Ike Jinano Bunke, Ike Ia de Kechi Gabu may something or may something. That's a Ike Apugo. So, but you have to bring it back by using Efibo so that the spirit will begin to come back to you and make sure you are not using it for bad thing. So let us begin to learn our lesson. I want you to watch this. Are you hearing it? How about there? They saw cow. They say, is it the cow we want to buy? They say, no, be this cow. This is not the cow we want to buy. Another one. I say, how about Ataba? Okay, we refresh. They say it is not showing. How about Ataban Airport? I need one moment. Are you hearing that? That they saw cow there and they told them that this is not the cow, that they should be coming to the airport. They saw one of them, the one of them told them to start coming, and then they has to jump inside the truck. So the Fulani told them to hold break in somewhere to turn. And it is the place where these people were waiting for them. Immediately he matched the brake. Over 10 people came out from the bush. All of them brought out gun. They collected all their money. The money they want to use to buy cow, this same money they want to use to buy cow, they collected the money, collected everything from them. Okay, they even kidnapped them, telling them to be going inside the bush. I collect if Fulani, they have collected the money. Now they are taking them to as a kidnapped victim. Okay. You saw people with gun. You start to run. When we tell you people to go to gym, when we tell you people to work out, you can't work out. You can't work out. You see, we will motivate you. Go and work out, go and run. You can't. Now, Rosetia, you cannot run away from your kidnappers. Eba 2 step, you fall. Fulani that can trek almost 100 kilometers. You want to run from them. And you haven't even gone to gym or to even go to do jogging for 1 day. You cannot run. One thing many people don't know is that we are conditioning you for what is to come. Now, you are running away from people that are that can run and they don't have muscle pull. You want to run away from them. And that's how they butchered the guy. I want you to listen to the story.
The truck, the truck is in the far. Njeba starts at the truck. Bunya pata. Na pata neze ben pata berize energy ai na ikoto mo. Bela be buwasige.
Ebuwasige energy isi. Ebuwasige energy unu na so eji go efi isi. Buwasia isi.
Energy. Energy. Ya be Bible. Mo de vozo. My phone mo man na kosela ni. Guys, boy ai ni ai.
And let me tell you, this man talking now, even know personally one of the Fulanis that killed the energy. You know, not only that he know the person, he even have the telephone number. He even have the telephone number of the person. I am telling you, this man talking now have telephone number of the Fulani man that killed his own friend. Do you doubt me? Now, hear the story.
So for Fulani tell say you can magulu mama nne nko so onye nworo ya ma.
So for Fulani na-elesi anya efi maọbụ ndị nke ọzọ anya amarọ. Now listen.
Ndị Fulani.
Nya ndị Fulani kwuru na akpala alụ ahụ.
Ndị Fulani nke onye audio ọsabụ nke ahụ. Ọ bụla be phone no mbia na phone.
Are you hearing that? He said that if he has his own phone now, which the Fulani have collected, that even the number of the killer, which is like a very fair-looking Fulani, that his own number, the Fulani number, that number of the Fulani man that killed this man, he has it in his phone. Are you hearing that? Now listen. They say they want to buy cow.
wee gbuo ofu onye na ebe anyị nọ n'ikpe ebi a ka a ga-egbu ha so nwere ife na ndị a na-elebi efu.
Did you people hear that? So how can you call me, tell me that talking about ndị la onwe ha n'iyi? Ndị zoo will go alụsị ha na-efe. How can somebody explain this kind of thing? That all the cry we have been crying on social media, all the preaching we have been preaching on social media, hapụ ehi ka ehi hapụ gị, rapụ ihe dị n'anụ ndị Fulani ka ihe dị n'anụ ndị Fulani rapụ gị. You don't want to hear. I don't know mana ha na ha no broken anyị na-asụ ma ọ na ha na ha no English anyị na-asụ. I ga-ebido no preach gị na Igbo biko. That a hefty man or hefty men will leave their house and will be going to Fulani to buy cow, only to be butchered by the same people that you have their telephone number in your phone. And akakuka, as somebody will say, "Someone Ekpa come, they are killing us. Come, Fulani have done it again." Ibu aturu kagema. Aturu kagema, and my you know, my I don't know. Aturu kagema. This is what we call, ijiji na ha n'ihe na-eso ụzọ ala n'iyi. Isoru go ewu ndị Fulani o efi ndị Fulani na n'iyi, na n'ilu. A ga-atụkpunye gị 6 feet. Ebi jere igo ehi. How can you explain that? Ke ka ndị be ha ga-esi kuda akụka na ejere igo ehi ruo ebe ahụ egbuo ya. Hi! Alomelu. All right. Of course, we are going to go straight to our teaching of the day. Our teaching of the day. Where did we stop last time? Right, this is where we will start today. Declaration of 9 basic laws. The declaration of 9 basic laws of Biafra. 1. Identity. I want you to pay attention. Identity. The identity of each individual is traceable through the mechanism and the family of human species, the larger family or circle of the universe, to an ultimate original principle which may be personified or personalized in a manner that afford the most meaning to the individual. Therefore, the individual is seen as direct expression of that original principle. The Charter shall not allow, respect, or support any law or laws which, by their nature or application or implementation, diminish or militate against this attribute and identity of the individuals. 2. Right. The basic and original right fundamental rights of an individual are not earned and not assigned, but naturally accrued to the individual by virtue of the fact of the individual identity, as recognized above. Whence such right drive the charter shall not allow or respect any arrogation resulting in the deliberate or circulated curbing or denial of such right. The tangible and the material aspect of this right include, but are not limited to, freedom and liberty, life and existential fulfillment, knowledge, education and enlightenment and their application, evolution and creativity, ownership and entrepreneurship. Laws. The goal of laws is to set common standard and common reasonable boundaries, governing relationship between or among individuals or parties of their natural benefit. It is self-evident that all laws are constructed by human beings and for human beings and are designed to deal with human perception, conflict, uncertainties, anxieties, and vulnerability. Since law reflects changing human need, human understanding, and perception, laws are not to be static, but are to be reviewed and revised accordingly, always with the goal of protecting the basic and original right of the individual and respecting the individual's inviolable identity as declared above. Laws shall be made by the collectivity of the people to reflect not necessarily the majority or the minority, but the best judgment of the people and the highest understanding of their identity and the fundamental right, as declared above. In doing so, the people shall devise and design and revise as necessary the ways and the means and the mechanism of making laws in order to suit them and their needs. No laws shall be imposed or foisted on the people by any institution or persons or principalities or by any other arrangement. The people shall make their own laws by whatever mechanism they choose and ratify such laws by whatever mechanism they choose and live by those laws. It shall never be the goal or objective of any law or laws to make or force on a perfect, crimeless society, because human behavior is never collectively or even individually perfect. No matter what the accepted norms are, the design of laws and the prescription of consequences of breaking the laws shall be guided by this understanding in order to avoid placing under burden and obnoxious oppression on the laws-abiding society. The Charter of the Government of Biafra may be amended according to rules set by the people, but shall not be suspended for any reason, except in time of imminent threat to the security and the existence of the nation, only by decision of nation chamber and for specified period not to exceed 60 days. renewable in 60 days trenches at the description of the nation's chamber at the request of the Prime Minister. The situation devolved back to the original charter should renewal not to be granted, or in any other circumstances otherwise. Governance. The people shall choose how they will be governed, how they will govern themselves. Such governance will always function in such a way that it is transparently obvious that indeed and in fact the people are governing themselves by themselves. The fact that the people choose a mode or mechanism to effect governance shall never be construed to mean the ceding or handling over of the function, instrument, authority, and or power of governance to that mode or its agent and agencies. Such agent and agencies serve only in the discretion and the pleasure of the people, and wield as much power as delegated by and on behalf of the people, ready to relinquish such at the command of the people. Under no circumstances shall the ownership of the power and the other trapping and the attribute of governance and governance itself leave the people or be taken from the people. This is exactly designed to address those who are always concerned about the adversities, about the riverine, about the coastal region and all that. This particular four governance address our differences. The people may choose government as a modality and agency to carry out the powers of governance. Such government become a service whose master is the people, whose terms are determined by the people, a service rendered for the people and to the people, functioning at the pleasure of the people for as long as the people desire its services. I want you to pay attention that the Biafra Charter recognizes the importance of the people. The Biafra Charter recognizes the fact that the people are the government and not the other way around. The people have the power and the power belongs to the people. And that is exactly what this charter has come to do. No government shall be or shall act as a master over the people or a master of the people. In Nigeria, the government is acting as master of the people. The government is acting as if they own the people and they own the power. But the other way around, the normal thing is that the power belongs to the people and not to the government. So in Biafra, it has been corrected. From this particular charter, you can see that we are laying down the rules how Biafra will be governed. No person or agencies working in government shall rule over the people or rule the people or arrogate to him, her, itself, any power or authorities of rulership of the people or over the people, but such must at all times be servant of and subordinate to the people, where full accountability and responsivity are required at all times. That is the thing that makes us different. In the Western world, this is exactly how the country is run, not what you see in Africa. That's why we say we are going to be the beginning of civilization in Africa. The people shall determine the form of government that suit the people, consistent with the principle declared above, and their option shall not be limited to prevailing style and form around the contemporary world. I must say that the government in exile have done a very tremendous work and must be supported. The sole purpose of government is to facilitate within the authority, power, and resources set to it by the people, in every manner feasible, the growth, development, and fulfillment of the people in a safe, secure, healthy, and just environment. Now, number 6 is the secularity. You see that what Nigeria is facing today is the secularity problem. The nation of Biafra is founded on the original identity principle, which declares the self-evident that the individual is an expression of the ultimate original principle with whom or with which the individual shares and enjoy a unique, unalterable relationship. It is up to the individual to personalize and or personify this relationship according to the individual understanding. As such, the nation as a collective does not endorse any particular religion and the freedom of religion choice. Association and worship is guaranteed. The supreme laws that regulate and arbitrate international behavior and the transactions among citizens of Biafra shall at all times derive from the nation constitution regardless of the party's religious affiliation. The nation of Biafra does not recognize as a religion institution that propagate hatred, bigotry, racism, sexism, and inequality of human beings as their primary doctrine, nor does it recognize as religion any institution or institutional practices which do not recognize the fundamental right of the individuals as declared above, or which, as a matter of doctrine, violate those rights. The nation of Biafra does not recognize as religious institution which preach or practice coercion, including forced conversion or forced membership. Just like you see in Nigeria today, they practice forced coercion and forced membership. No exception shall be made just because of the acceptance or classification of such institution as religious elsewhere. Responsibility of citizenship. The prime duty and responsibility of every citizen is to know, respect, protect, and to defend the fundamental right, as declared above, of other citizens and of himself or herself. All citizens being equal and treated equally without exception. A huge part of this duty is to make all effort to ensure that the government and governance are under the direct control of the people at all times. I want you to understand what is going to happen in Biafra is going to be something else. That at all times, the government and governance will be under the control of the people. So, which means if somebody misbehaves, people can come out and stage a protest in his office and say you must step down, and the person will step down. If somebody do anyhow, Biafra people will go to street and protest, and the person will not wait for somebody to ask him to resign. If he see that they have done something wrong, he's going to resign through democracy. And this is why Europe is progressing. This is why America is what it is. This is why some Western world is what it are today. And this particular charter, Biafra Charter, has actually recognized that and are going to make sure that Biafra is governed that way. This is very, very wonderful, I must say. Those of you calling me should stop calling me. I do not know why somebody will be calling me while I am in the middle of program. And not other way around. It is the supreme duty of the citizen to own and exercise the sovereignty of the nation and not cede such to the state or to the government. Property ownership. The sanctity of rightful ownership to be preserved at all times and in all circumstances. This person calling me must be an idiot. A very big idiot. The sanctity of rightful ownership is to be preserved at all times and in all circumstances, reflected by this respect of ownership right, whether it be physical property, natural property, intellectual property, or any other form or type of property. Property of an individual, group, institution, organization, or community, or government property. The right of ownership of property include but are not limited to control, maintenance, management, and disposition. Under no circumstances will government violate such right. Rather, government will use its instrument to determine, validate, and or assign rightful ownership in case of dispute or doubt, and to enforce laws which respect and protect this right. And this is where somebody asked a question yesterday, and we, I think, addressed it. I didn't even go through this, very well, but I think this is exactly what I responded yesterday to the person that asked that question about properties and about land. That Nigeria, some people have bought land somewhere and all that. What are we going to do to retrieve our land and all that? I think this particular number 8 of these basic laws address that particular concern. International relationship. The people, through their government, shall determine the relationship of the nations of Biafra with other nations and state of the world. There should be incongruity between the attitude of the people and their government toward any other nation. Biafra recognizes and respects the right of other individuals from other nations and the international right of such nation, and expect the same in return. Biafra has a strong preferences for mutually peaceful international relationship. And of course, we are going to stop here, and you see at this point the Charter of Biafra stops here. Amendment. This charter may be modified or amended when necessary by third vote of these people, council, and third quarter of this nation chamber. Affirmation and approval. This charter is hereby authorized and affirmed by the approving hand of Biafra leaders from the diaspora and the territory of Biafra indicated by the stroke of their signatures on the date of approval by each signer. The charter shall come into force immediately upon approval. 30th May 2007. And here goes the abbreviation and, of course, the note. Thank you very much. As we have taken you to the journey of the Charter of Biafra Charter, and today you know, at least you have some knowledge of what Biafra is going to be like. You see, this particular charter has laid the foundation to solve the problem you have today in Nigeria. And on this note, we are going to open the line for telephone calls. And today, I do not want to spend more than 2 hours on this program. So we have 30 minutes to take calls, answer questions, and address your issues. Please, if you are calling, you must go straight to asking your questions and let us address issues, just like yesterday. We are good to go. You can put a call and let us address your saying and address your questions. Welcome to the program. Good evening from here.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, go ahead with your question, please.
Okay, Mr. Simon, good evening. I don't have a question. I just want to say something about Pastor Enenche. I just want to say something,
Please, I don't want anybody to say, please, I must stop you. You can call the next time. I don't want anybody to say anything. I want question, please. Very, very important. So we have direction on this program, please. I want question.
Yeah, but sorry, it's a question. It's just like a question because Mazin Khan was saying all these things, before, and nobody was listening to him. And
so what is your question? So what is your question?
No, it's not like a question. I just want to say something. It's not. I'm not insulting anybody or want to say anything bad. I just want to clear something.
All right, the call failed. Please, the call failed. Please, we want question. We don't want any comment. We want question. Good evening from here.
Yes, good evening, Simon.
Welcome to the program. Please go ahead with your question. You have 2 minutes.
Yes, I have a kind of something I want you to look at. It's a question and it's something I want you to look into.
So go ahead with your question.
There will be an election in Biafra. There will not be an election in Biafra land. And by this process, we, the Biafrans, will want to sit at home. And these Fulani people, out of the anger or the whatever, the provocation or the anger or the hatred they have for Biafrans, they will want to kill innocent Biafrans while sitting at home. And by so doing, they will want to impose a coffin. So I'm saying or suggesting, hope we have a plan in case the government...
I don't understand why you will be coming here to ask me, hope we have a plan. How can we be shouting to get Biafra? How can we have war in our doorstep? And we are saying there is not going to be election, and you are here to ask me, hope we have a plan. This is not a question, please. And I have to cut you off. I don't want to be asking, please, we want people that will use their time to ask questions. Somebody, we have been shouting and agitating for Biafra, and then we are saying there will be no election, and somebody is saying, hope we have a plan. What kind of question is that? Welcome to the program. Good evening from here.
Hello?
Hello, good evening and welcome to the program. Go ahead with your question, please.
Okay, Simon, I'm calling from Sweden.
All right.
And I have a question.
Go ahead with your question.
Okay, I have listened to you read the Biafran Charter. It's so fantastic. I wish we would be able to, actualize all those emphasis there. But my concern or my question is, are they also in alliance or, with Nnamdi Kanu, Martin Nnamdi Kanu, like if he comes out today, does he have a say?
You think I will go into alliance with people who do not recognize Martin Nnamdi Kanu? Do you really think so?
Okay, no, I'm just asking question,
And I'm answering you now. Anybody you see, any group you see today that have come to align with us is in line with Martin Nnamdi Kanu and they recognize him.
That's very perfect.
Yes.
I appreciate
that. I can assure you.
Well done.
And let me tell you, the Biafra government in exile has been making moves to get our leader while he was free. They have written to him. They have written to him twice. They have given him proposal. They have done everything, and always the people around him has destroyed everything. So, in his absence, we're able to make this milestone today. So they recognize him and they value him, and they regard him so much. But like I said, every group we have been dealing with are those who regard and respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I believe that whatever we are doing today is what he had wished for. But because he was surrounded by criminals who never want him to succeed, and today we are doing that for him. So those gathering of 100 men, the 100 men is not just is more of a spiritual talk. The 100 men does not necessarily mean human being, individual as a person. The 100 men does not necessarily mean that you are going to bring Okechukwu and bring Ikechukwu and bring the other person and bring them. No, the 100 men could be also meaning that every organization, every group must come together and form 100 men. Like when you read to Barrister Ejiofor's message today, you understand what he told Barrister Ejiofor, because I select what I address and I select what I accept from Barrister Ejiofor. So once a message comes that I know goes very well with what we are doing, I will accept it. But that does not mean that I'm going to say those messages are not coming from him. But Barrister Ejiofor, in his write-up today, make it very clear that our leaders say we must unite, have unity of purpose under one house. Yes. So that's exactly what we have done, and we have succeeded in doing that. So when I say I take word from the heart of our leader, this is an example of it.
I appreciate you, Simon. You are doing a very great job. I thank God we have you at this time. This struggle of Biafra would have been a dead story, but you just came back and gave us hope, and we are behind you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. All right, we continue. I think we need to refresh. To the program. Good evening from here.
Good evening.
Go ahead with your question, please.
Yeah, Simon. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Akos.
You're welcome. Go ahead with your question.
Some few years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago, I can't remember precisely, I was walking on the road in a beautiful sunny day. Then I saw the glory of Biafra. That was when I knew that in reality, Biafra will come. But my concern is about the modality of transportation in the Biafra that will come. Is it going to be this normal way of attitude?
No way.
Of all this?
No way. No way. We are going to have tram. We are going to have tram. We are going to have, it is going to be what you see in Europe, another part of developed countries. So we are going to make sure our transportation system is state of the art.
Good.
Yes.
Then the second question, in line with that transportation, there are a lot of companies today or individuals that are running company like haulaging, and they use this heavy duty vehicle and they destroy a good road that maybe government have done, and they will come and destroy the road, and nobody can replace that again. I don't know.
Yeah.
All these articulated vehicles, will it be allowed to engage, or that will be taken care of by this railway system of transportation? I don't know how we are going to do that.
Well, yes. How can you build a road and you are going to be worried about the trucks that is going to ply that road, that are going to destroy the road. Then it means that you don't have a road. So, you know, the road is allowed for everybody to use. What we are going to do is that there's going to be a regulation that those trucks will not be coming to the city in the afternoon, okay? That is what is obtainable everywhere in the world. So we will not allow trucks to ply the cities in the afternoon. The trucks will be moving only in the night, okay? In the city, they can move in the night, but of course they can move afternoon and all that, you know, to a far place and all that. But our road will be on maintenance every year. Every year, we are going to be checking the places where needed some kind of reconstruction, because that is how we do it here. Here we refill the expressway almost every year. Every year we check which one is needed some touch and which one is, so we refill them with this limestone and stuff like that. So we are going to be doing that. You cannot just build road and then the road is going the vehicles and trucks will be using the road and they expect the road to remain the same. No. Every day vehicles are applying that road, the limestone or the corota, as you call it there, of course, is losing shape. So you don't expect it, no matter the quality of the road, it is never going to remain the same. So we are going to have road maintenance every year, and it is way to create jobs, and the job will be created, and those who will be in those industry will be making a living. They don't know that every year there is job for them. Companies will open, not just all this kind of Julius Beja nonsense they are doing. We're going to have Biafra own Biafra road construction company and stuff like that will be looking at. Of course, it will be open for individuals who also have shown competence that they can construct a very good quality road. So we are going to be maintaining our road every year. So because you don't build the road and allow it like that, you're going to use it. You know, it is material that you use to construct the road. So we will be maintaining it every year. And then so when you do that, it does not matter how many trailers you have every day. The trailers will move just like every other cars, but they will not be allowed in the afternoon in the city.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I will stop here for now because there are other days we are going to ask more questions, which I have, so that others can be able to ask their questions. Thank you so much, Simon.
Thank you. All right. Good evening from here. Welcome to the program. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Yeah, good evening, Mr. Ekpa.
Go ahead. Welcome to the program. Go ahead with your question, please.
So my question is this: what is the Biafran government going to do to retrieve our land given by Igbo ally to Fulanis? Example, law contact. What is the Biafran government?
We are going to retrieve Lock Panther even before Biafra actualization, Biafra restoration.
Okay.
Mark my word. Lock Panther has become a threat to us. So we are going to retrieve that land even before Biafra restoration, or immediately Biafra is restored, the land will be retrieved back. If we don't retrieve it before then.
Sounds good, Mazi. My second question is this. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, recognize the state of Amazonia. When Biafra comes, let's say Biafra comes today, is Biafran government going to help Amazonia to liberate themselves?
Of course.
Or should we play politics like
Of course. Our alliances has come to stay, and it is to support each other. So we can't just get Biafra and then forget them. So alliance stays, and that is fine now. So we're going to help Amazonia to liberate themselves. We'll do that, and I hope we get this. We get it at the same time. We never can tell. So, but if we get it by next year, when Biafra have stabilized themselves, we're going to help Amazonia. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome to the program.
Hello. Yeah, today is serious business. No joke.
No joking. We are not. The game is changing, you know. So, welcome. Ask your question.
We love it. Yeah, my question is there anything we are doing to avoid any some kind of military uprising in case we have? When we get Biafra, just to avoid any military. What happened in Zoo or in Africa? That the military will just come up one day, they did something, you know, uprising, and is there any things we put in place to avoid those things from happening?
It can never happen.
Okay.
It can never happen because our system will solve the problem. We solve that problem. It can never happen. You know, the problem of Africa is the foundational problem.
Yes.
So we have learned from all those mistakes they have done. So our problem will be solved from the scratch. Foundational problem. So once you solve the problem, from the foundation, you can't have it. So we're going to block those things that will give birth to that. So we solve it. We call it foundational problem. That's why Africa is not progressing. So we have learned. We are very lucky to have experienced everything in Africa. See what is going on. So we learn from it.
Okay. I hope I don't sound like wicked.
No.
I don't sound like wicked.
No.
Okay.
All right.
I have other questions, but let me ask only one. I give the other one later.
Go ahead.
Yeah. About you made a mention about it yesterday about driving people that have driving license.
Yeah.
You know, it's a terrible thing driving in Nigeria. You know.
Yes.
It's a very terrible thing. Somebody will come from left and right. He will even bring Jack from the car. He want to hit you. He's at the wrong side.
Yeah, but it is, this is what I say. That what I just mentioned now solve that problem. Foundational problem. Yes. You know, once you fix.
That already has license already.
No. Yes, I know. You see, it is not just about license. It's not just about driving. You don't have traffic rules. You don't have traffic laws in Nigeria. So it is not just about having traffic laws. You do not have for your traffic laws to be effective, you need to have the traffic sign. You need to have a motorable way. You need to have a road that people are applying. You need to give those signs in the road that will now help the laws enforcement agencies or the road law enforcement agency. So you do not just come and put a law when you don't have the things that people should use to respect the law. You don't have road. You don't have traffic signs. You do not have the things that could support the law. So what do you expect? You do not even have a road that will show when somebody is right and when somebody is wrong. You are only saying the person is right or is in the right because it is a universal knowledge from what you are saying. You see it as a universal knowledge that this thing, you should be in the right part and you should be in the left part. If you go to United Kingdom, it's the other way around. You should be in the left side, another person should be in the right side. So it is not, you cannot even prosecute that person because you don't know where the person is coming from. You don't know where the person is coming from the United Kingdom and is driving there. You don't know where the person is. Even some African countries are using this lefty. So we need to have the direction. You need to have the fundamental. You need to solve the problem from the fundamental, which is having a road that are motorable, that have signs, and in a conjunction with the traffic laws. So by then, you are going to solve this problem. Nobody will cross from left to right when he see clearly and he has gone through orientation for at least 1 year or 2 years that this is the way we are going to be using our road in Biafra land. So anybody that does that is breaking the law, and the law should take its course. So once the person do it 1 or 2 times and he's going to lose money and pay fine, he will know. And and of course there is a way we can enforce it, because some people, if even we give them fine, they're not going to pay it. There are ways you can make them feel the pain of that fine.
Sure. What I'm actually saying is, Biafra is coming in February. Then March, there's people still driving car.
Nobody is. Listen, before you begin to carry news, nobody is telling you Biafra is coming in February. We say Biafra is coming in 2023.
I'm sorry, that's not what I mean. So I'm sorry for that. Yeah. What I mean is, I'm giving the example. When we get the Biafra, when peace is restored, that month, people will drive their car. people with license with driver car. What measure can we use to curtail that moment before everything is put in place?
Not everything before nothing is going to be put in place. Everything is going to be simultaneously. Okay. There are people that are going to be charged of the transportation industry. There are people that are going to be charged in healthcare. There are people that are going to be charged in social services. There are people that are going to be charged in construction. So there are people that are going to be charged in MAP. They are in charge of MAP. There are people that are going to be charged of the structures and all. So all these things are something that is going to be happening simultaneously. So of course, in the beginning, it will be very chaotic because people don't know their left and right. So, but as time goes on, we will put the things in the right perspective.
Okay, I'll give other people's chance. Next time I'll ask other one. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Somebody is saying misinformation, please. Victoria Ifoma, can you tell us what you mean by misinformation? Victoria Ifoma, misinformation, please. What is the misinformation, please? We need to know. Welcome to the program. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, welcome to the program. Ask your question, please.
Yes, my question is, I'm concerned about some of the culture we practice in that part of the world. And one of them is this question of the way we treat money. The way we worship and treat money, like this type of spraying of money. I'm not in agreement with it. Is there anything that Biafra are going to do? Are they going to stop?
I believe if it is the consensus of every Biafran, there could be a law that will be enacted for that to regulate and to make sure that there is sanity in our society. So you don't see people spraying money and stuff like. Of course, people can spray money. You can't deprive them, but of course there could be some kind of level of sanity in our society. So, and I believe that law we are going to have will address that issue.
I hope so. Thank you very much. That's my.
It is not. It is going to be not like you hope so. In Europe, people spread money, but that it is the culture of is a culture of Africa. You cannot take that away. But we are going to see how that particular culture of coming to fly money on the air and stuff like that will be reduced, because why people are doing this, some people are doing that thing to just show off. When you have a working society, how many of them will travel abroad and spread money like that, like that, because they know the society, when they travel abroad, they behave differently. You understand? When they travel, once they go to Nigeria, that particular spirit will now possess them and they become who they are. But when they go to America, when they go to other parts of the world, they behave differently. They behave decent. They want to behave civilized and all that. Once they go back, they become, even in America today, in Europe, in the United Kingdom, of course, when you have a party of Biafrans or Africans, you see them spraying money. So that culture is there, but it is not visible in the society where they live in those Western world. So we're going to make sure that we curtail that particular issues, vices in our society. I believe that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
We have 5 minutes to go. So please keep calling. I don't want to spend more than 2 hours here, please. Very, very important. So, hello. I cannot hear you. I think. I cannot hear you. All right, welcome to the program.
Hello?
Hello, go ahead with your question, please.
Yeah, what I want to suggest is about a solar panel, because in the Netherlands, we almost the new houses, all of them are solar panels. And even if you wanted to do solar panel by yourself, the government gives you subsidy, and that helped to speed up people having lights, because if you want to build dam or gas turbine and all those things, it takes a lot of time. But with solar panel, it's very, very easy.
Yes, of course.
For people to
yes, of course, we are going to. Of course, we are going to have solar panel. It is yes.
Okay. The next thing again I wanted to ask is this. You know, our military, even as of now, because if we do something and stop, then the Nigerian army will take advantage and start killing our people easily. So I want a situation whereby if you're going to make anything, you got to make it very, very strong, so that when they see itself, they run away. Because if we do it a little bit slowly, like easy, you see now they are coming into our villages, killing our people, raping our women, and that is very, very sad. This ESN, if they can give them more power, like equip them, give them more support, so these people, they will not even near.
You don't need to just that's why we are raising funds. That's why we need money. You need money to to make it possible. Okay, so everybody should talk to whoever that is rich in their village and let them support Biafra. We need money. That's why we are reaching out to all these people who claim they are rich. And then when you go, they will be telling you, oh, what is going on in the east, what is going on here and there. There is kidnapping everywhere. And I was like I explained yesterday. Those who say that are kidnapping, I will ask them if a Biafra agitators are kidnapping, you think somebody will come to you and beg for money? No, nobody will come and do that. If they are kidnapping and making 100 million for one person, nobody will come and ask you for money. But we don't go into that. Like Mazin Amdekanu said, Biafra will come in truth and honesty. So and we don't go into those crimes and all that. We want to fight for Biafra genuinely, and that's what we are doing. So the people that should support, the people that should fund this particular, I don't know whether I would call it a war or whatever fight that is coming, should be ready to fund it. Otherwise, it is going to affect them, whether they like it or not. It is not. It is going to be everybody will pay the price, and we are not going to, because they are not coming up, and we are going to back down. So we are going to start something. If they like, they should come and fund it. If they like, let them stay. It is going to affect all of them. Thank you.
It's true. 1 minute. Oh shit. What I wanted to ask you is it possible to, when they control an area, they have to take tax from the area they control?
We don't do that. We don't do that now. And even if something like that is happening, it's going to be a consensus. It's going to be with a mutual understanding and with a willingness of the people. We don't want to start doing all those nonsense other people have done, and they didn't lead them anywhere. It only bring costs to them. So we don't do that.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
And hit them hard. Don't slack.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, please call and ask question, please. Welcome to the program.
Hello, Simon.
Hello. Hello, welcome to the program.
Hello,
you may be the last person, and because this is 2 hours. All right, go ahead. Be very snappy, please.
Okay.
Tomorrow we continue.
Good morning from here.
Good morning.
Yeah, I greet all the autopilot.
Please go ahead with your question. Please go ahead with your question.
Okay, Master Simon, I just want to ask this question. I don't know if it
can you go ahead with your just go ahead with your question.
Yeah, I want to ask if Biafra is actualized today.
Not if, not if, when.
Okay. If Biafra is actualized...
Not if Biafra is actualized or restored. Say when.
Okay, sir. When Biafra is actualized...
Yes.
I want to ask if these people that is carries or tapia in the pocket, which law are we going to give them?
You see, let me tell you. You see, it is condition. It is condition that make people to carry or tapia in their pocket.
Because you know that in our language, there's people they call Ubunaba.
Oh my God. I want to tell you that the condition is the thing that makes people to carry otapia in their pocket. So when, that is some kind of development you will see. The otapia in your pocket, you just take it and throw it inside ocean. and say if it is this guy, what is the name? What is the name of this Dauda? What is the real name of Dauda?
I don't know.
The one that the comedian, the actor, Dauda, the one Abba.
I don't know his name.
Okay, but you know the person I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
The one that will say, "Fuck it, man."
No, I don't know his real name.
Okay, but you know the person I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if it is when Biafra come and people will see development within, with the joy of the fact that Biafra has come, will make some people to say, "Fuck it, man. Take it, put this." You will put they will put hand into their pocket and take the otapia and throw it away. You say, "Fuck it, man. Let this thing go." You understand?
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Call you
Thank you. All right, we're gonna end here. I know a lot of people will want me to stay more, but yes, we are going to end the program tomorrow. Those who did not call today will call again, because the question is we're going to be addressing your question as it comes. And I will beg you, after this program, or some of you that will be calling me the whole night, please don't call me when I'm not on the program, because it has been very, very annoying that when I finish program, the phone will be ringing and the people will be calling even 3 a.m., 4 a.m. till the morning. I don't know how you think I am not going to be sleeping, and you know that I am not online. You know that I just finished my program and you'll be calling. So please, tomorrow we will continue. After the exposition, we will open the line for question and answer. And because on this note, I say, may God bless you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Mazen Ambikano. May God bless Sunday Igboho. May God bless Odudu One Nation. May God bless the Middle Belt. May God bless Amazonia. May God bless ESN. May God bless Omada. May God bless all Autopilot IPOB. May God bless you, our media team, Autopilot media team. May God bless all alliances. May God bless the government in exile and everybody, all our people that are fighting, our brothers in arms and all of you. May God bless all of you. And if I didn't call your name, you know that I just forgot. But may God bless you too. Thank you very much from me.